Hi guys, Amy here from Carried Away Amy. I am answering your river cruise questions today, and we're going to be talking about solo river cruising. I see so many questions online about what is it like to do a solo river cruise. Am I going to like it? Am I going to be safe? Well, we're going to talk about that today. I'm going to answer all of your questions, and if you have more, feel free to add them in the comments below. Okay, river cruising. It's one of my favorite things to do. I've been on many river cruises, some of which with family or friends, and some of them by myself. Now, solo river cruising can be a little intimidating going in. Lots of people ask questions about whether or not it's a good idea, but I'm here to tell you why I think it's actually one of the best ways to solo travel. So I travel a lot with AMA Waterways. They were my first company to river cruise with, and I had such an incredible experience that they're the only ones that I've river cruised with. I've gone back again and again and again. And I say that because they are part of why I've had such a great solo river cruise experience, because they make me feel incredibly safe and cared for. One of the things about traveling as a solo woman, especially going to Europe, going overseas, is you're usually, if you're doing a solo Europe trip by yourself, you're having to deal with all of the methods of transport and, subways and metros and planes and getting around and moving about. And so a lot of times what I would do when I was doing solo Europe trips was I would go to one place and stay in one city, and still feel kind of nervous getting around and going on the metro and things like that. What has been great about doing solo river cruises is I can see a lot of places and do a lot of things and not have to worry so much about my safety. With a river cruise, you're scanning in and out of the ship. You can go off by yourself, but also if you want to, you can only leave the ship on your excursions. And therefore you're with other people at all times, you're being escorted around, and therefore incredibly safe. They know if you're off the ship or not. They know if you've come back to the ship. It's really nice to have someone kind of looking out for you as you're going throughout your journey. The other really good thing about solo river cruising, and especially AMA Waterways, is there's always lots of other solo travelers. I mean, maybe a handful, maybe many more. No matter how many solo travelers there are, I always find that I get really included, and people make me feel so welcome and cared for and are inviting me to eat with them. I am with other people as much as I want to be with other people because they're so kind and welcoming. The first time I did a solo river cruise, I was really worried, especially about meal times. I was like, who am I going to sit with? What's that going to be like? Oh my gosh, am I going to feel like a loser sitting by myself against the wall? That's not the case at all. When I got to my ship 2 weeks ago with AMA, they did a tour of the ship with the captain for all solo travelers. And I met a few other solo travelers on that tour, and we all ended up eating dinner together every single night. And then I would also meet people every day on the excursions who would also come have lunch with us, come have dinner. I mean, I had so many friends by the end of the week, and that was the case on my other solo trips as well. Is like, everybody adopts you. There's lots of people there by themselves. I chose to eat breakfast by myself every morning because I need some downtime and I'm not a morning person. And people would be like, oh my gosh, do you want to come eat with us? Do you want to come sit with us? Truly, it's scary going in. It is for me anyway. I'm always a little nervous. I always feel a little awkward. And I always end up leaving with lifelong friends, amazing memories, just an incredible experience. I do like that AMA Waterways kind of keeps tabs on me, make sure I'm okay. They know I'm traveling alone. They do that for everyone. It's that great hospitality. And also I can choose how much I want to do. If I'm needing time alone, wanting time alone to go sit, read a book, have coffee, I can do that. Or if I want to go meet people and be around other people, I can go and join a tour group and feel safe and have some fun and meet other people in the process. So I highly recommend it. I call river cruising the easy button of travel. If you've never been to Europe, if you're wanting to do a solo trip, or honestly you just don't want to deal with planning 9 million things and having to think of all the pieces and parts, AMA Waterways will literally pick you up from the airport, bring you to the boat. You could stay on the boat the whole time if you wanted, or do the excursions, whatever you want. They will be with you from, they can be with you from the moment you get off the plane and board their shuttle to dropping you off at the airport and making sure you get inside and get your bags checked and everything. So it's an incredible experience. I know it's scary going in, but I encourage you to be brave and try it and put yourself out there. I'm often younger than a lot of the solo travelers, and it does not matter. Life is too short to delay your travels and delay your dreams. And the people who go on these things, it's because they want to meet people. They want to see the world. They're just open. So don't let that stop you from doing something you've always wanted to do. So if you have questions, please reach out to me. I'm happy to encourage you, answer questions, talk to you about itineraries, things to consider. I'm here to help. So comment below if you need any help with anything, or, shoot a message to me on Instagram or TikTok. I'm happy to help. So anyway, I hope that you will consider doing a river cruise on your own if that's something that's on your heart to do. It's a wonderful experience. You're going to have a lot of fun, and maybe I'll see you out there on the rivers. Who knows?